Aries, stop scrolling. Stop everything. Because what the cards just revealed for you on this 12th day of August, 2026, is something I have genuinely never seen align this way in 25 years of reading the tarot. I need you to hear me. The message that came through for you today is not a gentle whisper, it is a thunderclap. It is the universe grabbing you by the shoulders and saying, "Wake up, because what you have been waiting for is no longer waiting. It is already moving toward you." And here is the part that made my hands tremble as I laid these cards down. The very thing you convinced yourself was lost, the very door you stopped knocking on because you believed it was locked forever. The cards say it was never locked, it was sealed. And the seal breaks this week. Before I go deeper, tell me in the comments where you are watching from right now. And if this message found you at the exact moment you needed it, tap that like button so the universe knows you are ready to receive. Aries, my brave, beautiful fire sign, let us take a deep breath together and step fully into the energy of this 12th day of August. You have been carrying a weight that was never meant for your shoulders, and I can feel the exhaustion radiating from your spirit. You are a pioneer, trailblazer, someone who is used to charging forward and making things happen, yet recently, it has felt as though you are running through wet cement. The waiting has been agonizing. The doubt has whispered in your ear at 3 in the morning, telling you that perhaps you asked for too much, that perhaps the universe has forgotten your name. You have looked at the closed doors in your life and wondered if you were simply not worthy of the abundance you see others receiving so effortlessly. But there is something deeper here, Aries, hidden truth that the cosmos is finally ready to reveal to you today. What if I told you that this agonizing delay was not a denial, but a divine protection? The universe was not punishing you with silence. It was hiding you in the shadows until the foundation beneath your feet was strong enough to support the massive blessing that is currently rushing toward you. You see, the shock that is coming, the sudden twist of fate that has the angels whispering your name, is so large, so profoundly life-altering, that if it had arrived 6 months ago, it would have crushed you. You needed this time in the wilderness to shed the old skin, to release the attachments to people and situations that were draining your light, and to build an unshakable core of self-worth. And as you hear these words, you might feel a sudden, sharp pang in your chest, a fleeting moment of heartache for the time you feel you have lost, for the tears you cried when you thought no one was listening. Let that emotion rise, acknowledge it, and then watch it dissolve into the ether. Because the battle is over. The waiting room is emptying. The cosmic gears, which seemed rusted and stuck, are suddenly spinning with a ferocious, beautiful momentum. The archetype of the Wheel of Fortune is turning upright in your sector of destiny, signaling that the karmic debts are being paid, and the pendulum is swinging violently back in your favor. What was taken from you is being returned, multiplied, and purified. The tarot shows the undeniable presence of the star card, illuminating your path, beacon of hope after a long, dark night of the soul. This is the ultimate confirmation that your healing is not just possible, it is inevitable. The universe is pouring out its waters of renewal over your life, washing away the bitterness, the resentment, and the deep-seated fears of scarcity. But remember, my dear Aries, this reading is a mirror reflecting the highest potential of your current energetic trajectory. It is a general forecast, and you must always filter these messages through your own sacred intuition. Take only what resonates deeply within your soul, what makes your spirit hum with recognition, and gently release the rest, trusting that your inner compass will always guide you to your highest good. Later in this reading, we are going to dive deeply into the specific areas of your life that have been causing you the most anxiety. We will uncover the shocking revelations waiting for you in your love life, the sudden shifts in your career and finances, and the beautiful healing that is destined for your family dynamics. The universe is also showing profound messages regarding your physical vitality and your spiritual energy, so you must stay with me until the very end, because what happens next is important for your complete alignment. But before we unlock those specific doors, I want to ask you to make a small commitment to your own journey right now. If you are ready to claim this new chapter, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel, share this video with a soul who needs to hear it, and like this reading to anchor this high-frequency energy into your reality. As you take that action, notice how your energy shifts. Notice how a subtle wave of relief begins to wash over your nervous system. You are no longer passively waiting for life to happen to you. You are actively participating in your own magical unfolding. And to help you anchor this magic into the physical realm, the universe has provided you with specific energetic keys for this cycle. Your lucky numbers right now are 7, 14, 28, and 42. These are not just random digits. They are vibrational coordinates. When you see them, pause, take a deep breath, and set a micro intention for your day. Your lucky color is a deep, resonant crimson gold. Surround yourself with this color, wear it, or visualize it enveloping you in a protective magnetic aura that draws in prosperity and repels negativity. But that is not all. For the mindset you cultivate over the next few days will act as the bridge between the spiritual promise and your physical reality. You must become fiercely protective of your inner dialogue. The old version of you would have spiraled into doubt at the first sign of an obstacle. But the new you, the reborn Aries, understands that every challenge is merely spiritual preparation. When the old fears try to creep back in, you must stand tall in your self-worth and declare that you are a magnet for miracles. You must practice the art of radical patience, not the passive waiting you endured before, but an active, joyful knowing that the seed has been planted and the harvest is guaranteed. There is a profound sense of empowerment rising within you now, isn't there? A quiet, unshakable confidence that replaces the frantic need to control every outcome. You are realizing that you do not have to force the river, you simply have to float and trust the current. The universe is asking you to elevate your vibration, to forgive yourself for the times you settled for less, and to step fully into the magnificent, abundant destiny that has been written in the stars for you since the moment you took your first breath. The shock is coming, the surprise is real, and you are finally, truly ready to receive it. Let us pull back the veil and look directly at the ancient archetypes that are orchestrating this magnificent shift in your life. When I shuffled the deck for you today, 3 specific cards leaped out, demanding to be seen. And they paint a picture of your reality that is far more magical than your logical mind can currently comprehend. The first card that anchors your reading is the Tower. But Aries, do not let the traditional imagery of this card frighten you. In your specific spread, the Tower is not about destruction. It is about revelation. It is the sudden, shocking removal of an illusion that has kept you playing small, divine intervention that shakes the ground beneath your feet so that you can finally see what was hidden in the soil. For a brief moment, as the structures of your old life begin to crumble, you might feel a familiar spike of anxiety. Sudden tightening in your chest as you wonder if you are making a terrible mistake by walking away from what is comfortable. You might look at the rubble and feel a profound sense of loss for the safety you thought you had, mourning the predictability of your past struggles. But take a deep, cleansing breath and look closer at the dust settling around you. The universe is not tearing down your house. It is removing the walls that were blocking your view of the ocean. The shock you are about to experience is the sudden, blinding light of truth entering a room that has been dark for far too long. And as your eyes adjust, you will realize that you are finally, truly free. Rising directly from the rubble of those old illusions is the magnificent, nurturing energy of the Empress. This is the ultimate archetype of divine abundance, fertility, and unstoppable creation. The Empress is here to tell you that the barren season of your life is officially over. You have spent so long watering dead plants, giving your precious energy to people and projects that simply could not bloom. And the heartache of that unreciprocated effort has left you feeling spiritually depleted. But the cosmos is now placing a crown of stars upon your head and handing you the seeds of your true destiny, asking you to cultivate a garden that will feed your soul for the rest of your days. As this energy of profound abundance washes over you, quiet, insidious voice from your past might try to whisper that you do not deserve this level of ease, that you must suffer or struggle to earn your keep in this world. You might feel a sudden urge to sabotage this incoming blessing because deep down, you have been conditioned to believe that love and success must be fought for, not freely received. Let that old programming shatter right now. You are child of the universe, fiercely loved and infinitely worthy, and the Empress demands that you receive her gifts with open arms, knowing that your mere existence is enough to justify this magnificent harvest. This profound spiritual rebirth is inextricably linked to your physical vessel, and the universe is sending a powerful message regarding your health and vitality. You have been carrying the energetic weight of the world in your physical body, storing unexpressed frustrations in your jaw, your shoulders, and your nervous system. The cards are urging you to prioritize deep restorative rest and to listen to the subtle whispers of your body before they become screams. There is a beautiful healing modality, or a sudden realization, about your daily routines that is going to click into place for you this week, acting as a master key to unlock a reservoir of energy you thought you had lost years ago. When you first wake up tomorrow, you might still feel the lingering heaviness of that accumulated fatigue, deep bone weariness that makes you want to pull the covers over your head and hide from the demands of the day. But as you force yourself to rise, to drink your water, and to step into the morning light, you will feel a sudden electric surge of vitality coursing through your veins. It will be as if a heavy, wet blanket has been lifted off your spirit, replaced by a vibrant, pulsing life force that makes your skin tingle and your eyes shine with a renewed, fierce clarity, reminding you that your body is a temple of immense power. And this renewed vitality is exactly what you will need, because the universe is also showing a massive tectonic shift in your work, your career, and your professional calling. If you have been feeling stuck in a role that undervalues your immense talents, or if you have been endlessly searching for a job that feels like a true match for your soul, the stagnation ends now. The Ace of Wands is igniting your professional sector, bringing a sudden spark of inspiration, surprising offer, or a bold new idea that will completely change your trajectory. You are being called to step into your authority, to speak up in meetings, and to showcase the brilliant, fiery leadership that is your absolute birthright. For those of you who have been facing the crushing weight of rejection in your job search, who have sent out countless resumes only to be met with the deafening silence of ghosting, the heartache of feeling invisible is about to be washed away. You might receive an email or a phone call out of the blue that seems entirely unrelated to your recent applications, yet it will lead you directly to the opportunity you have been praying for. The universe was merely redirecting you, closing the wrong doors with a firm hand, so that you would not accidentally walk into a room where your brilliant light would be dimmed by those who cannot see your true value. The momentum is building, Aries, and the foundation is being laid for a life that feels deeply aligned with your highest purpose. But the cosmic surprises do not stop at your career and your physical health. There are matters of the heart, deep financial revelations, and intricate family dynamics that are also shifting under the light of this rare astrological alignment. The universe is preparing to reveal how this shocking new energy will transform your romantic connections, your bank account, and your closest relationships. As that brilliant spark of professional inspiration ignites your path, it naturally feeds the flames of your financial sector. And Aries, I know exactly how heavy the money pressure has been for you lately. You have been watching the numbers, calculating the costs, and feeling that tight, anxious knot in your stomach every time you look at your bank account. There was a moment recently, perhaps just a few days ago, where a deep sense of inadequacy washed over you, making you feel as though you were falling behind while everyone else was sprinting ahead. You wondered if you would ever truly feel financially secure, if the constant hustle was just your permanent reality. But I need you to release that heavy narrative right now, because the cosmos is orchestrating a massive shift from survival mode into a state of profound, effortless thriving. The financial blockages that have felt like thick, impenetrable brick walls are actually just dams holding back a mighty river, and the universe is about to break those dams wide open. You are going to receive a shocking financial surprise, an unexpected influx, or a sudden realization about how to monetize your unique gifts that will completely alter your economic landscape. This is not just about paying the bills. This is about building generational wealth and stepping into the true abundance that your soul deserves. But that is not all. Because what good is a magnificent kingdom if you have no one to share the view with? The universe is now turning its loving gaze toward your heart, and the romantic revelations coming your way are just as breathtaking as the financial ones. For those of you who are deeply committed in a relationship, there has been a quiet, unspoken distance between you and your partner, lingering tension that made you fear you were slowly growing apart. You might have looked at them across the dinner table and felt a sudden, sharp pang of loneliness, wondering if the spark was gone forever. But the tarot reveals that this distance was merely a necessary pause, a cosmic breath before a profound deepening of your bond. A deeply honest, vulnerable conversation is on the horizon, one that will strip away years of built-up resentment and replace it with a raw, beautiful intimacy that you haven't felt since the very beginning. You are about to see your partner in a completely new light, and they are going to see the magnificent, unapologetic fire of your soul shining brighter than ever before. And for my beautiful single Aries, I feel the residual heartache of past rejections, the quiet evenings where you wondered why your fierce, loving heart hasn't been chosen by the right person. You have been protecting your energy, building walls so high that you thought love might never be able to climb them. But the universe is sending someone into your orbit who is not intimidated by your walls, someone who sees them not as barriers, but as the fortress of a queen or a king worth fighting for. This is not a casual encounter. This is a soul-level recognition. The shocking surprise here is that the love you are about to attract will not ask you to shrink, to quiet your voice, or to dim your fire. They will hand you the matches and ask you to burn brighter. When they walk into your life, the waiting will instantly make sense, and every closed door of the past will suddenly look like a divine redirection. There is something deeper here, however, root system that feeds all these beautiful new blooms. And that root system is your family and your ancestral lineage. The energy surrounding your family dynamics is undergoing a powerful transformative rebirth. You have been the cycle breaker, the one who has carried the heavy emotional baggage of your ancestors so that the next generation would not have to. This role has been exhausting, and there was a moment where you felt a deep, aching resentment toward your family for not understanding your spiritual journey or your need for boundaries. You felt entirely alone in your healing, but the cards show a beautiful, surprising reconciliation on the horizon. This doesn't necessarily mean everything goes back to how it was. Rather, it means a new, healthier dynamic is being born. An older family member may suddenly offer a profound piece of wisdom, or a long-standing misunderstanding will dissolve in a moment of shared vulnerability. You are finally being seen and appreciated for the light worker you are, and the peace that will wash over your home environment will be nothing short of miraculous. As the roots of your family heal and your material world begins to expand, we must speak of the vessel that carries it all, your personal energy and your emotional state. Aries, your energy has felt like a stormy ocean lately, choppy, unpredictable, and exhausting to navigate. You have been waking up with a racing mind, your thoughts scattering in a dozen different directions, trying to solve tomorrow's problems before you have even finished your morning coffee. There was a moment this week where the sheer volume of your own thoughts made you want to shut the world out completely, feeling entirely overwhelmed by the noise of your own ambition. But breathe, my beautiful fire sign, because the storm is breaking. The universe is taking that chaotic, scattered lightning and grounding it into a powerful, focused laser beam. You are moving out of the frequency of panic and into the frequency of profound, unshakable calm. You will find that over the next few days, your emotional reactions will slow down. Instead of snapping at the world, you will observe it. And in that sacred pause, you will find your true power returning to you. And this newly focused laser beam of energy is going to be a miraculous gift for the students among you, or for anyone who is trying to learn a new skill, pass an exam, or absorb complex information. The tarot shows the Page of Swords turning upright, cutting through the dense, suffocating brain fog that has made you doubt your own intelligence. You might have stared at your books or your screen recently, feeling a rising tide of imposter syndrome, convinced that you were simply not smart enough, that the material was too vast and your memory was failing you. You felt the heavy, sinking dread of impending failure. But I need you to release that fear right now, because a massive mental breakthrough is happening within your neural pathways. The information that felt locked behind a steel door is suddenly going to flow into your mind with effortless clarity. You are going to experience a sudden, brilliant realization that will completely change how you understand your studies. Trust your intellect, Aries. Your mind is sharp, your intuition is magnificent, and you are more than capable of passing every test the universe places before you. But that is not all, because as you step into this era of sharp focus and radiant calm, the universe is also showing that you do not have to walk this path entirely alone. There are specific cosmic allies being drawn into your orbit right now, and you will feel their presence deeply. Look to the sign of Leo. Leo is acting as your mirror right now, reflecting back your own courage and reminding you how to play, how to laugh, and how to take up space without apology. Look to Sagittarius, who is bringing a sense of adventurous expansion to your life, pulling you out of your comfort zone and showing you that the world is much bigger than your current worries. And look to Aquarius, who is anchoring your wildfire with grounding intellectual truth, helping you see the logical beauty in the mystical shifts you are experiencing. These three signs are your spiritual anchors in this cycle. When you feel doubt creeping in, lean on their energy, have that conversation, accept that invitation. You are being supported by a cosmic web of love, and you never have to carry the weight of the world by yourself. And as we reach the end of this incredibly powerful reading, I want to take a moment to thank you from the very bottom of my heart for being here, for trusting this space, and for allowing me to deliver this shocking, beautiful message to your soul. You showed up for yourself today, and that alone is a massive victory. But I must gently remind you, my dear Aries, that the cards and the stars offer guidance, illumination, and a map of the highest potentials. They do not dictate an unchangeable fate. You are the ultimate creator of your reality. You hold the pen. Take the words from this reading that make your heart sing, the ones that feel like a warm embrace, and let them guide your steps. And for the words that do not quite fit your current season, simply let them drift away like leaves on a river, trusting that your own inner wisdom will always lead you home. If this reading brought you the clarity, the relief, or the shock of recognition that you needed today, please make sure you are subscribed to the channel and that you turn on those notifications so you never miss your daily guidance. Hit that like button one more time to seal this energy into the universe, and share this video with anyone whose spirit needs a lifeline right now. You are stepping into the most magnificent, abundant, and breathtaking chapter of your life. The waiting is over. The doors are open. The light is pouring inches. May your path be illuminated with clarity. May your heart be wrapped in unconditional love. May your mind be filled with brilliant focus. And may you walk through this week feeling completely, utterly, and fiercely empowered. I love you, I believe in you, and I will see you in the next reading. Stay blessed, stay radiant, and keep burning bright, Aries.